We live, y'all. We back.
Peace.
The queen has arrived. Just
I have.
we ready to go. We ready to go. Look at that hairdo. Look at that hair.
Yeah,
The colors is coloring. Ain't that what they saying these
what?
days?
Yes, they are.
Color got it popping.
Poppin'.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is awesome. Like a true custard Indian.
I am.
Yes, indeed.
I am.
That's what it is. Yeah, I think a couple people gonna jump in. It's all I can do right this moment. Okay. It's gonna switch over. It's gonna switch over in a second, and a couple people will jump in and see what's going on. Get them up in here, add the link. I hadn't been on here in so long that I forgot how to do everything.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hmm.
Sorry, guys. Life happened. Life actually pulled us away from social media, from our podcast, from you guys for
Hmm.
a few months.
Yes, yes. But we back.
We are back.
We back.
And we're happy to be back.
Yeah. Glad we back.
Yes.
We do what we do now.
Back like we never left.
Like we never ever left.
We
We got some stuff for y'all now. We got some big plans coming up. We're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you come into the room, go ahead and just wave, say hi. If you like me, you like ice. You don't like me, you don't like ice. And don't nobody like you. Everybody love you.
No, I don't believe that.
I got some
don't
people
believe
I got some people that don't like me though.
I might have a few enemies out there, especially some guys I might have broke a heart or two. They might.
Some hearts broken.
They might not be a fan of mine, but
Oh, they still a fan. They watch you from, but that's why I ain't saying nothing.
They watching, but from a distance.
From a distance, from over there.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
her
what she got to
sexy
say
ass
about?
doing and talking about today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on down. Let us know if you do come in. Let us know what's up. But we're gonna go ahead and get it started because time is limited.
Time is of the essence, people.
Indeed. We got to do what we got to do. So I'm going right now. I'm gonna shorten my phone for a second. Then I'm gonna go ahead and present this clip. Even though we here alone, we can represent it again. I gotta find the clip though. 1 second. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and present this clip real quick to y'all. All
yes.
Right. We up in here.
A very interesting clip. I'm so excited to talk about this here topic. So let's take it away with the clip and then let's get into the meaty discussion.
Yes, indeed. I gotta do the screen share though. Okay. All right. Anybody that do want to come in or come in later, it's still gonna be good. It don't matter.
Yeah, keep in mind that if you do decide to watch the live after we conclude, if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you need to say, comment on the actual video and we will respond. We're very people friendly.
All right. Okay, who talking crazy in the chats?
What? Already? Who is that?
Now that's talking crazy because that's real reckless right there. That's real reckless.
Who is
That's
that?
one of them comments that you wouldn't say if we was right here together.
Quan Carter.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Can you bring him up? Let me see this.
Yeah, let's take a look at who he is.
Yeah, we want to see who done somebody done let into the group that they supposed to be. It's a troll. We got trolls. That means something to me.
Right. That you popping.
That means something to me. Go ahead and troll, man. Go on, troll.
Quan Carter, we finna see what you about.
Yeah. We gonna see about that, Quan.
I don't know if that's the same fella.
Let's go back and look at that photo that he had up there then. That's all right. Yeah. Quan, I love this, man.
Ooh, that Mickey Ficky took the dang on comment down.
Quan, come on now.
And he probably shut down his page.
That quick?
You that scared?
Quan,
you were bold enough to make the comment, but now all of a sudden you running and you hiding.
Yes.
Make that make sense.
What's so cold is I was gonna invite you on the screen.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no use in not being on the screen, Quan.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is right there. He's from Texas.
Oh yeah, it's just a troll. Yeah, that's a troll. Go back. Let's see some what he say on his page though. Do we got anything on there?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, you just okay. That's a troll. We got trolls.
Yeah.
That's good for us. If you,
Right. That's good promo.
we got
appreciate
trolls.
it.
We got trolls. We in the building, y'all. Come on now. We're gonna make this thing bigger and bigger. We got one troll. We need at least 20 of them. We need a whole bunch of trolls.
I
y'all.
would put you on blast and show everybody your picture, but
Let's do it.
hey, in due time.
Okay.
This is our troll, y'all.
That's the troll. Look at him. It's all good though. We love the trolls too. Jay Easy.
Hey, Jay Easy.
What's the word? Let me see what I can do with this one. No. I don't know what to do with it. But it's cool. We're gonna leave it there. Just in case he decide to come on back in.
Right.
Yeah. Jay Easy, what's happening, man? You know,
Jay Easy, we were just about to begin the live and the discussion. We were just about to play the clip, but we realized we had a troll in the building, so we had to address the unnecessaries right fast. He looked like a backwood deck.
That's exactly what I thought. And he from down that way.
Right, he is.
He from down that way. We need somebody to go holler at him.
Right.
Go holler at him. Go holler at him.
Go knock at his dumb.
Yeah, that's the way we do. We don't talk about nothing. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Right.
When you start talking like that, we go ahead and handle that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna share the video. I'm really not anticipating a whole bunch of people tonight. I'm not even, but I want people to go back and check it out later. So that's gonna be like a private discussion. You know what I'm saying? So because we ain't been here in 3 months.
Right.
So we ready to get back to it, y'all. Jay, we ready to get back to it. We ready to do this thing again.
We're anxious. We're eager. We are ready.
Yes.
We have a lot of topics that we want to cover in the future. So this is just one of many. Again, we apologize for the distance. Life happened for the both of us, but we're back.
We're back and we're ready.
So let's just forget that hiatus that we went on. It never happened, right? We've been here this whole time.
Indeed. We on point. Let me go ahead and share this video with y'all. What we talking about tonight, and then we're gonna pop off. Let me see. Oh wait, I gotta share the screen. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go. Share that.
A caveat and a.
All right, so here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Why a side piece or whatever might be desirable. Yeah. What I'm saying is we always push this narrative.
Okay, I'm tripping.
That's the case, and men need some.
Let's go.
Why a side piece or whatever might be desirable. Yeah. What I'm saying is we always push this narrative of men need so much peace. But if that's the case and men need a caveat and a gateway to have peace, then don't think that a spa day will do it for a woman when Big Daryl might do it for her too. We never like to talk about that. What could you do better? Yeah. Could I please get some on the side as well? Is all I'm asking.
I know, right?
No.
No. Why would a woman want on the side?
Why would a man want?
We don't think about that. Okay. Hold on. We ain't doing it for. We're doing it for what, guys? It's the
you said peace to you, and we will do it as well. Like you said, when you said the environment is stressful, you said there's a lot of moving parts, kids,
Yeah.
And there might be a man out there. There is a man out there that don't mind it at all. Like you're new to somebody too. That's the problem. We sit up here and we look at our women. Men look at women like, yeah, you're mine. That's mine. That's my woman.
Yeah.
We can't go nowhere and we're not to be touched and we're to be exclusive to just you while you're able to go out and do whatever you need to find peace, whatever. Yeah. What you don't understand is there's about 10 lined up. Like, I wish I had a shot. There's 10 in her DMs. It's like, boy, you lucky. And as soon as your man trip up, let me know. Yeah. I can provide you with peace.
All right.
All right, y'all.
What say you about that?
Right. I stopped it. Okay. Let's talk about
What
that part.
say you, Mr. J Easy, about that there topic?
Yes, what it is. Hold on one second. Hold J. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me put you on there. Get you on screen and get your mic off of mute. Okay, peace, Jay. How are you?
Blessed.
All right.
What I
That's
was
peace.
about to say was, first of all, as a man, you really truly got to be a fool to
Peace.
think that unless you married, that's your woman. That's your woman. You don't own her. She's not a prize you can keep up on the shelf. That's not your woman. It's just your time. It's just your slot, your shift in life. Like, that's not your woman. Unless you really showing her that that's the steps you taking and that's the path you ready for, or you got a ring on her finger. You cannot lay no claim to her.
Okay, so are you let's get to it then. Are you saying that there can be no peace in a relationship? Because in order to have peace, you got to know that they are a part of your world and you are a part of theirs, and y'all locked in together.
That's marriage.
You lay a claim.
That's marriage. Look, you find peace in yourself. Can't nobody bring you peace, first of all. Can't nobody bring you peace. That's the biggest myth people tell themselves. That's like saying the devil don't exist. You can't bring yourself peace. I mean, can't nobody bring you peace. You got to find it in yourself. And if you spending your lifetime trying to find peace or whatever in relationships, you might as well be the bicycle in the hood.
Okay, so the question would be though, what does peace look like in a relationship? Not can somebody bring you peace, not can I only have peace, not can she only have peace, but what does peace look like in a relationship? Is it possible to have peace in a relationship? What say you, Ice?
I definitely believe that you can have peace in a relationship. And although Jay Easy made a valid point that you have to have peace within, I also feel that having a significant other, you should find some comfort, and that peace can look like comfort in a relationship. So, for example, let's just keep it on a very minimal scale. If I'm having a hard day at work and I'm looking to decompress and get out of that work mindset and environment, I want to go home to who I feel would give me that comfort. And if that person can be that comfort for me, maybe it's just me unloading and telling him about my day. Maybe it's more than that. I'm looking for advice. He should be that if that's what I'm seeking.
No, I feel you. And that's true. That's actual factual. I'm not going to dispute that. But what I will say is, again, you're not going to achieve that level of peace in a relationship without finding it in yourself first. Because if you want in a relationship, you got to bring it with you to achieve it. It ain't going to happen overnight. It ain't something you find along the way, like when you're playing Mario Brothers and you hit the right square and the flower pop out. It's not going to happen like that. You have to bring it with you. You have to bring peace to the table to sit there and enjoy peace with someone else, and vice versa. She got to bring it with her.
I would have to say, in the perfect world, that should be how it will work. But there are a lot of broken and damaged people in this world. And just to say that they cannot find peace within doesn't mean that they're not worthy of finding peace from someone else. So I think, and just to be fair and to be honest, some people that are broken, two people who are broken can come together and make themselves more at peace and more whole and more comforting than if they were to do it alone.
Yeah, because two people that's broken or that has been broken, they can show each other or they can help one another heal up. And then that could be a peace that can become peace. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta be mindful of that. In a relationship, there is supposed to be no chaos. Right? No confusion. Right? No matter which relationship it is.
Right.
It could be between brother and sister. It could be between brother and brother. It could be between man and woman. You know what I'm saying? This relationship is not supposed to have chaos and confusion no matter what.
Mhm.
And that's what peace is, right? So peace.
Mhm.
So what does it look like? It looks like you just said, when you know that this is the one person that's gonna make all of the chaos that's outside stay outside and
Mhm.
not come in. No confusion once you get in. It looks like that person is open, communicative, and understanding,
Mhm.
right? So I got this question here, right? Have you ever been in a relationship that had peace in it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, how did y'all achieve that?
Well, me personally, it definitely came down to communication. And I mean, that's critical
Uh-huh.
when you're seeking peace, especially from a partner.
Yeah.
So you have to
Yeah.
communicate. And, you know, where the world is already chaotic enough, whether it be that it's work related or extended family related or friend related.
Mm-hmm.
When you find that chaos outside of your relationship, you should be able to communicate that to your partner and say, these are all the things that are going on that's disrupting my day. I need you to now, and sometimes you don't even have to articulate, I need you to do this, because they will automatically know if your partner knows you. But at that point, when you start to unload all of this onto that person,
Mm-hmm.
that person will then find a way to give you that peace that you're seeking, because at that point, you've already had chaos. Now it's time for some quiet and some calm.
There's some comfort.
Yep.
Okay. So here's another Here's another question. Jay, you want to say about you, because you said yes as well.
I mean, it's along a lot of the same lines as what Ice just said. Peace for me came with communication, understanding, trusting the process, trusting me to be me and her to be her, and us to trust that we have an understanding and that we can communicate with each other and not be afraid to hold anything from each other.
Mm-hmm. 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 So did when you had that relationship that had peace in it, did the person bring peace? Were they peaceful when they walked in, or did y'all have to set a foundation and make that happen?
For me, I think each day was different. Sometimes when you go into an expectation, even going home, that there's going to be peace, you might find that you're going to be disappointed, because where your day was just as disruptive outside of the home, so could your partner's life have been just that disruptive. So you can't anticipate, I'm about to go home and he's going to be my peace, because maybe it's your turn to be his peace.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for me, each day was different. Like, I didn't come home with anticipation, especially when I had a chaotic day, to unload all of that. Communication was key. So at the end of the day, when we first got home, you can read body language, you can read those nonverbal clues to let you know if right now is a good time to unload that baggage.
Right.
So that's the nonverbal. But then once you've unwound, it's time to talk about your day. It's time to possibly plan for the next day or the future. But communication definitely is the center of all of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was you gonna say, Jay-Z?
For me, it was a bit different because we couldn't stand each other. We couldn't stand each other at all when we first met. We're mutual friends and had a lot of the same classes, but we couldn't stand each other because we were both opinionated. And when it came to in class debates and so forth, we both were staunch in our stance, and we butted heads a lot. So we couldn't stand each other. Over time, getting a better understanding of each other and becoming friends and hanging out, that led to the relationship. And once we got to see who we truly were and what we did agree upon, there came an understanding. There came a belief that okay, maybe this can work. Okay, maybe they are different.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's peace. That's peace. You know, in the barbershop, I was asked a question, right? And this was a great question. And I'm gonna ask it to y'all too, right? Since we starting back tonight, you know, this is softball. We playing softball, so we're gonna make it easy until everybody could just, you know, get back into the groove of things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna stay softball pitching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Little league softball.
Yeah, this little league softball. This we're gonna make it soft tonight. We're gonna keep everybody on track. But so I got asked the question, right, with no limitations to it. What is the most important thing in your life?
The most important thing in my life is health and sanity.
Okay. And you, Jay?
Most important thing in my life, my life.
Life, that's cool. Yeah, life.
I mean, you gotta dig it.
Yeah.
I don't have to be alive right now. I don't have to have the blessing to walk around here with my right mind. You know, I don't have to have that blessing. So I'm thankful for it. And to me, that's the most important thing. And that may sound selfish or narcissistic, but again, it's people that every day somebody don't wake up or somebody don't make it home. So, you know, and most important thing in my life right now is my life. It may not be perfect, you know, but it's mine. So,
Right. So, and that's so cool. And the reason that question resonated, Cosmo the God asked that question. Cosmo asked that question, and it was pretty slick too, right? Because this is about a month and a half ago that he asked this question. And when we first did it, we was going through a whole bunch of different things. And 4 days later, I told him, I said, man, you know what, God? I got to steal your answer. I got to take your answer. His answer was so heavy, right? That because I said, you know, knowledge, what you are able to study and observe, right? But then, like I said, 4 days later, the weekend had went past, and the next Tuesday or Wednesday came up, and we was all there building again. And I said, God, I had to steal your answer, you know, because this is serious. But the most important thing in life to me is relationships, right? So the relationship that you build with a person is extremely important. And that's the reason why we keep peace in it. You see what I'm saying? When I jump on this video or where anybody will tell you, when I see somebody, I say peace, right? The reason I say peace is because I'm letting you know that we have no confusion going on.
Right.
This is the absence of confusion. We're trying to make it right. So I'm trying to build a bond and build that strength in that relationship, right? So even when I talk to a woman, I'll say peace, right? Like if I'm talking to a woman in a way of like relationship style, right? I'm saying peace when I greet
romancing her.
Yeah, peace. Now give it up. Peace.
He said peace now, give it up.
Peace now, give it up. Ain't no confusion. You know what
you know what we here to do.
You know what?
It's gonna be some that's gonna be confused because they're gonna be like, he just want a peace. Well, all right.
Exactly. Yeah. They gonna that's but it's the truth.
But see that, and then that would then fall on their own confusion. He's fully aware and not confused about why he's there and what he wants.
Yeah.
Her confusion is, well, maybe if that's all he wants, well, maybe you are not asking the right questions.
Right. So I'm gonna wait 50 more seconds, 55 more seconds. And then we're gonna get into the meat of it.
All right.
Because we at the 24-minute mark, and at the 25-minute mark, we're gonna start pitching the ball just a little faster.
All right. Well, before you pitch the ball, let me bounce off of both of your answers, right?
Okay, go ahead.
So when Jay-Z said life is the most important for him, right? I look at it and I say, well, there's got to be more to it. Yes, we all should be grateful that we're still here.
I say that too.
But at the same time, you have to be even more grateful that you're of sane mind and that you're healthy. People can sometimes live in a vegetative state. They're still alive. but what is life giving them? What are they getting back from life? So just being alive does not in any way give you any substance. If you're just alive and you're a zombie, like you're just walking about the world, not really knowing where you want to go and how you're going to get there.
Let me add on to that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I know you're going to bounce off of mine as well. And then, Jay, you're going to jump on in and bounce off of ours too.
I'm already for her.
Okay, that's peace. But I'm saying the same thing like Ice just said as far as life, because I'm looking at life and like, what good is life without strong relationships? Because if you don't have anybody to communicate with, right? If you, like you just said, get into a vegetative state or any kind of state, and you don't have anybody to take care of you, look, when you talk about somebody taking care of you, that could just be picking up the phone and making sure you are okay.
Checking in,
yeah, checking in to make sure you're all right, right? So that's like taking care of you. So that's the one of the things that we gotta look at when we talk about life. Definitely, health and life are great, right? And this is not to mean either one of them, but they nothing without a strong relationship.
You're absolutely
relationships. Right?
And
relationships as a whole.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I wanted to expound on your answer about relationships,
Go
right? So when I look at relationships, I go into like a couple different facets, right? The first facet is it instantly reminded me when you said like without a relationship with anybody, like what good are you? I looked at and I instantly saw the movie with Tom Hanks.
Yep, Castaway. Yeah.
I would never want to be on an island by myself with nobody to talk to, nothing to do. Like, I feel you're wasting away. You might as well be in a vegetative state. You're not learning and growing. There were points where he learned how to build a house and how to survive and how to hunt and do all of those other things. And by way of just normal circumstance to keep his sanity, he talked to the ball. I mean, but at the end of the day, had he had at least just one person on that island with him, he would have been so much more fulfilled in his purpose.
And you know what's weird about that?
What? Even
in all of that aloneness, he had to develop a strong relationship with Mr. Wilson.
He did.
If Mr. Wilson wasn't there, or Wilson, if Wilson wasn't there, I don't remember if he said Mr., but I know it was Wilson.
It was just Wilson.
Right. Because
it was playing Wilson.
Right. So if Wilson wasn't there, he would have died. Now, you just talked about a movie, and then you could jump in, Jay. Check out the movie, though, right? Remember that movie, Old? It just came out about 4 years ago. That time was moving like this.
I don't remember the movie. Who's in it?
I don't know them people.
Okay.
They was on an island and they went through the cave. They went through a cave and then they went over to the other side and they grew. The little kids grew up so fast.
Oh yeah.
And then the kids grew up so fast they had a baby in a couple minutes. And then the baby, they looked away from the baby died.
Right.
Because they didn't have no relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rashid said, right, that's truth. Just being alive isn't all the way living good one.
It's really not. And
but
the other aspect, I'll get to you in just a minute, Jay, but the other aspect is from a motherly perspective. That's why women have such a hard time letting go of their children. When their children grow up and decide to move away from home and start their own lives, women more than men, mothers more than fathers, struggle with that because for 18 plus years, this one that I carried in my belly all the way until he or she became independent, needed me, relied on me, asked questions. We had interactions. So to go from having that to not having that it's almost, you almost feel like you're losing someone. So we really have to change our perspectives and try to find ways to adapt to what life will be like after our children move away.
Mhm.
But yeah, I totally agree that you definitely have to have relationships,
Mhm.
good or bad.
Yep.
Sometimes even with the bad relationships, they help us to grow.
Mhm.
They help us to learn more about ourselves.
Mhm. Mhm.
So great
Jay-
answer.
Jay, what was you gonna say?
Um,
You was gonna speak to Tina's point? To
I'm gonna
Isis?
speak to both of y'all point actually,
Okay, that's
because not just put it like this. Everybody got a year they was born and the year they died, right? And in the middle of those 2 years is a hyphen or a dash. That's your existence. That's your life. That compounds every relationship you've had, from the nurse that slept you when you came out to the coroner that performed your autopsy. That's everything. Your health, your spirituality, your mental health, your relationships with your family, friends, football teammates, college roommates, everything is in that dash. But when you look at it in an obituary or on a website or whatever the case may be, all you see is the year you was born, that dash, and the year you expired. Life without relationships is not life. That is very true. Life with mental issues or poor mental health or poor bodily health, that's not life. And I've seen people pass from cancer, AIDS, gunshots, all of that. So you have to take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, but also you have to take care of yourself socially and emotionally with the relationship.
Good point.
You can't live life or have a life or have a life to be appreciative of without those key issues. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's peace. That's peace. And
Y'all look
that's
like y'all hiding something from the teacher.
yeah, we passed.
It was just the tripod, y'all. It's just the tripod so I can put my phone up and actually read comments. But go ahead.
Yeah, we was passing notes. Yeah, Rashidi said that's true as well. Building relationships are very important.
It is.
They are, and you know, like what Ice just said with the mother carrying the baby, right? But you know, that's important. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can't demean
Hugely
that.
important.
Yeah, that's
Without that, it wouldn't be in
would be in
existence.
existence, right? But okay, so second most to that, right, is every single person that's walking had to be taken care of.
Mhm.
And the what that person, how that person relied on the relationship with the person that took care of it until it was able to walk and talk and eat by itself.
Mhm.
You know, those 2 or 3 years
Mhm.
were vital in building the relationship and how you're going to be able to relate to people down the road.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so like
Very
we
much.
don't look at everything in the regard of what relationships are, but in all of the relationships we got to have such a it got to be peaceful, because if it's not peace in there, it's going to be problems.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And now for the curveball. Yeah, dig.
Here we go.
No, we gotta go. We got
Here,
look.
things been the temperature finna rising a little bit.
Yes, the temperature is gonna rise because I know it's some people watching this video that's not on there, and I know they might go and watch it later on, or they might watch a few minutes of it and stuff like that. But we might even clip it up so y'all can watch it in bits and pieces. But I'm gonna tell you something. When it say define what peace looks like in a relationship, don't slap me. But a lot of women don't know what peace look like in a relationship.
That's
It is. And here go the cold part. Today, more than ever, in 2022 and 2023, I have seen so many women. Let me go back. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. I have seen so many women self-sabotage relationships because what y'all said a minute ago, they was broken. And by them being broken, they come into they friendly is a friendly relationships, right?
Hurt people.
Yeah, and they come in and they lie. You know what I'm saying? They try to manipulate situations. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
They be what they call conniving.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them things got to do with peace.
Absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at people, the way these people are conducting themselves, now this is going to be a toughie here. I have no wonder why is so many women over the age 40 that's single. I have no wonder because they don't know how to be peaceful.
Now,
y'all
know me.
She coming.
Now you know me because
when the ball is pitched fast, somebody got to hit it.
Because what's good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. That is not a one-sided debate. Both men and women do all of those same characteristics. They self-sabotage a relationship. Men, look at the clip we just watched. Men sometimes desire that side piece, right?
Side piece.
P-I-E-C-E.
I think they saying P-E-A-C-E.
Nah.
They find P-E-A-C-E in the P-I-E-C-E of ass.
Yeah.
And
that's exactly right.
Self-sabotage is a really good relationship where you could have communicated that to your partner, someone who you decided as a man of free will. You decided this was going to be your mate.
Mm-hmm.
So why take her along for a journey that she wasn't prepared for and ready for? See, now when you look at it from that perspective,
go ahead.
Men bring those side pieces into relationships far more often than a woman does.
Men are seen bringing those side pieces because he wants peace so much.
So why doesn't he just go find it?
Because
don't take me along for your ride.
Because
that's not what I signed up for.
Well, wait, that is what you signed.
No, it's not.
Wait, a lot of women sign up for peace, right? And then they don't want to give a peace. They want to keep the peace. What's gonna keep the most men and women peaceful?
You cannot say intimacy and sex because that's not it. It's communication.
Okay.
It's communication.
You say communication, right?
Communication is key because once you communicate, you can gain better understanding. And with that understanding, you have now been given the knowledge to change.
Okay. So
if you so deem that the change needs to happen. But if you're not communicating with me that I'm not giving you enough intimacy, enough sex, if you're not communicating that with me, you're just saying,
sex ain't one-sided.
I tried it today. She didn't give it to me yesterday. I didn't get none. Last time I had some was 2 weeks ago. I'm fed up. Let me go get a side piece.
Yeah.
You didn't communicate with me that that's what your intentions were, because then at that point that might wake my ass up. As a woman,
remember what we just said.
That is one of the biggest fears that we have in a romantic relationship.
What's that fear?
Is that you're going to run off and find you a side piece.
Find peace.
Side piece.
Peace over in the side piece.
When I know I can give it.
Right. Okay, you can give it, right?
Right.
Why'd you stop giving it?
Because
the foundation was laid. Most times when people get in a relationship, they do not go into a relationship with ruckus. How many people you ever met said, fuck this, I want to fuck something up and I'm out of here?
Especially under 25.
Right, well, you know.
They do it all the time.
But when they first met, it was peace. It was good. You dig what I'm saying? See, look, one thing I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're gonna change the rules to this game. Take communication off the top of the list.
See, now that's
Listen
bad.
to
that's
me,
so bad.
because you could communicate with your body language. Just because your eyes not open to see that, don't mean that the person wasn't communicating. So when a woman, right? I'm talking about it from the man perspective. When a woman is turning her head, don't want to kick it.
Rashida, come on in here and talk to me about this, because I know as a woman you could probably feel my plight.
But the deal is this though: when she don't want to kick it and stuff like that, she communicating that she's not happy, right?
That's not true.
Wait, hold
That
on.
is a man's assessment of that.
Wait. When
That's
I said
not
when she turned her heads and she not wanting to talk to you, when she not wanting to kick it, that's a communicative thing. You can communicate with your body, but the one thing that I want you to put at the top of your list from here on out is understanding.
I can't gain understanding.
Well, listen,
Me personally,
listen.
you
got,
need to vocalize to me.
even-
You need to tell me what the fuck is going on because
even remember what you said.
I'm a Virgo. I'm
Yeah.
a Virgo, so I read in between
Mhm.
lines, and sometimes I might be wrong. And if you're allowing me to read between the lines and interpret it the best way I see fit,
What you supposed to do?
what do you mean? What am I
What you
supposed
supposed
to
to do with that kind of communication?
Well, that's the nonverbal, right? So that nonverbal, if you're not speaking, verbalizing, then I'm interpreting it, and I am now using that knowledge for what I wanted to.
You know what I do when I read questions?
No.
What? No.
No.
See, that's where the peace still at. Questions being asked.
Nah.
Yeah. So this is what you gotta do.
Because see, listen, now you said if I'm giving you nonverbal clues that I don't want you touching me and we ain't fucking tonight, right?
Yeah.
You're not communicating with me, right?
Why?
Well, you just said. So that's why you do. That's why you find that side piece because I've already given you these
You shrug the
nonverbal
shoulders
clues.
off.
Communicate. Talk to me.
Well, wait, hold up.
How did that make you feel?
Whose job is it to communicate at that point?
We are two grown adults.
Okay, so whose
This is
job is whose
I've
job
always
is
said
to
this is
start
a
the communication?
50-50 relationship.
There is no 50-50s. That's why it's divided. It's a divided household. And that's what you cannot have. You cannot have a divided household. LJ Peace. You cannot have a divided household. The household got to be whole.
It does.
That's why it's household. It got to be whole. It can't be divided at all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
When we communicate.
So why is it that you can't fulfill that whole piece of what your obligation is?
I do.
Communication is part of that piece.
I do.
Without communication, a household can't function.
See,
you can't just look at the damn dishes and expect for me to know that you want me to do them.
If I cut my eyes over here like this,
no,
what that means?
Sir,
get to it.
That could mean you see that shit.
Yeah, get to it.
You want me to do it, or
that means
talk to me.
Get to
talk
it.
Talk to me.
Do what you do.
No, sir, you better speak.
Hey, see,
God gave you a voice for a reason.
And that's the coldest side of it. That's where we got. That's what does peace look like?
Yeah.
In the relationship.
Yeah.
Define what peace look like in a relationship. Peace looks like you said, communication.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, understanding.
Number 1.
Number 1, right? And non-chaos, absence of chaos and confusion. Right?
Where does knowledge come in?
Well, that was in the beginning because you set the foundation when you walked in the door. Remember, I said when you first meet, you don't go in with ruckus.
Right.
Knowledge is the beginning. That's the foundation to everything in existence.
Knowledge has to continue to exist throughout the
builds.
relationship.
You add on to
exactly.
it. So, but look, that's what you do when you look. That's where the peace leave at. So if a man or woman, like the young lady said, if a man or woman go and find peace, right? Because she want her peace, and it might come in a piece of getting broke off peace.
Big Daryl, as she said.
Big Daryl might give her a piece and give her peace. You see what I'm saying? So if that is the case, then it should be a lot of, you got to stand on a strong foundation. You can't be standing on no weakness. You can't be shaken easily.
Right.
So Big Daryl shouldn't be able to get in.
Same thing with the Heather over there. Heather should not have her.
You could have said another name.
Well, hell. What do you want, Karen?
Damn, you anything but Karen. Karen.
I tried to steer clear of Karen.
Felicia. We'll go with Felicia.
No, because my cousin named Felicia, and I don't want her to think.
Lisa.
Nope.
Stacy.
No, I'm not using Stacy. No.
Who don't you know?
Let's use Tamika.
No, because I like this girl named Tamika. So.
Okay, well, we can't. God damn it, we gotta think of a new name. Let's just call her Cece. You know any Cece?
Before.
Oh shit.
Let's go with something else.
How about
Okay.
Clarissa?
Instead of Chloe, let's go with La. Because
Larissa. Okay,
yeah,
that's
Larissa.
fine.
Okay, so Larissa. What about Larissa?
Larissa. All right. So Larissa is who you running off to, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to get my piece.
Because that's your piece.
That's my piece. You know what Larissa don't do?
What?
Larissa don't just shrug me off. She don't not speak to me.
Why is that?
Because we got peace in that relationship.
What type of relationship is that?
It's a building relationship. It's growing.
Is it
and
growing?
it might grow into 3 if y'all keep on
Oh my
not
God.
communicating
Oh
with
my
me.
God.
Right. It might become a third party. You
No.
see what I'm saying? So
That's an unhealthy relationship is where I was getting.
You think so?
Because what you're doing is you're taking that foundation
Mm-hmm.
that you've already begun to start or build on with
Mhm.
someone else, and now you're trying to build a secondary foundation. Things on the home front might start to get a little bit rocky because now your attention to building is over there versus over here where you began.
Yeah.
We ain't finished yet.
You can't work in a hostile environment.
You're absolutely right. So
And-
how do you fix that?
Well, it shouldn't be fixed in the first place because it shouldn't be messed up. So, like, check this out. So, if a woman tells you something that doesn't make sense and it's a lie, think about that. So, look, I'm just speaking from the man's perspective, y'all. So, don't knock me on it. But when a woman says something to a man, I'm not going to give any examples because I got a whole bunch of them. But when a woman says something to a man that she does not mean, that's a lie. And that could be used to say you are creating confusion. You understand what I'm saying? You creating confusion and chaos. And now you putting our relationship in an uneasy space.
But see, you make it sound as if women are the only species.
I only deal with women, so I don't know about anything else.
I can affirm that men also do the same.
What they do?
They bring chaos.
How?
Because they don't know how to properly articulate
Give me an example of
how they feel. Men have a hard time dealing with feelings. And
may I interject? May I interject on that note, please?
I don't have that hard time. So I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you.
Oh, they be having a hard time expressing
a very hard time expressing their feelings.
Really?
Absolutely.
And here I am thinking that everybody talk exactly like me.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We don't have that many guys walking around.
There's a lot of guys. They just ain't. I mean,
they got snatched up by the good ones already.
There it is. That's peace. What you was gonna say, Jay Easy?
Go ahead,
Jay, you driving?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful on that road, man. We are not responsible for anything that happens to Jay Easy when he's trying to go get some peace.
I mean, I got my seatbelt on, but and my eyes is on the road. But my thing is, you do have I communicate. I have no problem with communicating. I've slipped up before in the past and not communicated, and it's messed with me. It's cost me, but that was my mistake, and you learn from every mistake. At the same time, you do have women out here that don't communicate, don't like to communicate their feelings. Just like Ice, you sitting here saying, men don't know how to communicate. You got some women like that too, but that's a vicious cycle of where I say hurt people.
Right.
Because it brings out, you're like, well, dang, is every woman like that? Or dang, what did I do wrong? It brings out feelings in you, negative issues in you, or insecurities that may be hidden. It brings that out, and you take that out, that frustration or those insecurities, you bring them into your next situation.
Now, see, I wouldn't honestly say when I look at the mass population of women versus the mass population of men, I see a small minority of women that have a hard time expressing their feelings.
Yeah, I wouldn't say any.
I wouldn't say any.
Unless they're mad. Then they might clam up for a little while and tell you about it later on.
Women, just by nature, hate to harbor those bad feelings. And so they're more expressive than men. Men shut down. The vast majority that have a hard time dealing with their feelings and expressing themselves, because it's more of a pride thing, it's more of a macho thing, it's more of a manly thing to do.
And a wise man will say, "Pride cometh before the fall." You had I could be prideful. I sometimes in my life I've had a very difficult time swallowing my pride and admitting, "Hey, this is what's going on." You know, because you have that, but that's a trust issue. That's a trust. Come on, baby. You see, all right. That's a trust issue. And
walking on the road, look.
Man, I'm about to.
You're not responsible for what happens if you get road rage.
Oh no, I ain't. Oh yeah, road rage. But you'll know it's road rage when I start speaking Spanish. When somebody become a pinche cabrón, then you know I got road rage. But I mean, you got to, if you really want something and you really trying to be at peace with yourself and bring peace into a relationship and have peace in your life, you got to learn to let go of what somebody else did.
Right.
You do. You can't, I can't jump into my next relationship and say, "Oh, well, this what happened last time. This what the last one did. She gonna do this." Nah, you can't do that. And
what's that process then? How long does that take?
It's different for everybody.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
some people get over things a lot quicker than others. Some people hold on to things, especially if you've had a broken childhood. Like people who have had broken childhoods have a harder time getting over things. And you would think, you know, from the time that you were a child and lived in brokenness, that over time it should become easier, right? But it doesn't. Every time that broken person encounters a difficult situation, it becomes harder and harder to deal with.
The load is getting heavier.
It is.
Load is getting heavier. And I see that a lot. A lot of these women out here, I'm going back to the women.
Go ahead.
A lot of these women out here, they keep that load with them. So they come through with the lies, with the miscommunication, the
bad lady.
There you go. Right. The non-understanding. You know, they come through with that, right? And then they put it on somebody else, right? When all you had to do was not lie. I'm gonna leave it there.
Ice, a moment ago, you said something about washing some dishes, and it really, like, at the end of the day, that works both ways, because a closed mouth do not get fed.
Thank you.
Where I'm from. So if it's something going on in the house, you got something going on, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever the case may be, you got something going on. I ain't psychic. I don't fool with cat bones and tea leaves. I can't read and see what's going on in your world when I got stuff going on in my world. Now, if I have the ability to come through and take care or help you with whatever issue you're looking at, then say something. But other than that, I'm gonna act like everything hunky dory. And the first time you get an attitude, I'm gonna just laugh at you. Because how the hell am I supposed to know what you got, what you dealing with when you don't tell me nothing? And at the same time, like, if you are gonna tell me, like, I hate when I first start talking to somebody and they go deep into their life and what they've been through in their life, and just like, we just started talking. Your mama did what to your daddy while you was what? I didn't need to know that. You know, but you got to be careful with what you divulge. I messed that word completely up.
Yeah,
you got to be careful with what you give to people. You got to be careful. If you're going to open up, do it in moderation. Communicate. Brother Born, you had a point too that I wanted to hit on when you said, you know, dang.
Lost your train of thought, huh?
Lost my train of thought looking at stupid people. But when you communicating with somebody, that's what it was, body language. Women expect us to read body language, and if you really can read body language and decipher body language, facial expression, tone of voice, and all of that, that's more power to you. You have to in relationships, because it's not often what's said. And a smart, wise person, man or woman, who knows that will tell anybody that it's not often what's said when you can through verbal communication.
Mhm.
It goes back into that body language, that facial expression, that tone of voice. It's the slightest little thing. They can say, hey, something's wrong with her today.
Oh yeah.
Something's wrong with her today.
I see that all the time, and one of the things that when I deal with a woman, right, I don't care what's going on. You know, if I'm dealing with a woman, I'm the main thing I'm doing is trying to encourage her. So I don't care if she just wants to stay in the bed. I'm gonna encourage her to stay in the bed. If she want to go ahead and learn this or learn that, I'm gonna encourage her to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that a selfless person does, and being selfless brings peace.
It does.
You see what I'm saying? Selfishness never that diminishes the value of a relationship. So that takes away the peace. So I would like to see what some of the other people say about what is peace in a relationship. How do they define it? You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's on here or in the Facebook group right now, y'all define that real quick. You can do it on ISIS live, or just jump on in, see what it is. What defines peace? What y'all say defines peace? Anybody? Because it's interesting to see what other people think about this as well. You know what I'm saying? We know what we gonna say.
It's something else I wanted to say too. Forgive me for cutting you off.
That's
But,
peace.
but when,
Peace. It's
when
your
she was,
platform.
when old girl on the video was talking about Big Daryl, a lot of women go out and get your side piece, man or woman, but don't be the fool to be naively believe that the grass is greener on the other side. Because
right,
you know, like go get Big Daryl. If you think Big Daryl can do something I ain't doing, or I don't like to do, I don't want to do, whether it's in the bedroom or not, go get Daryl. But best believe Daryl ain't gonna cover across the board like I can. Daryl ain't gonna bring everything to the table that made you want to pull up a chair and stay there through multiple courses. Daryl ain't gonna have all of that. So when you realize that, and you started with Daryl, once I find out about Daryl, it's you and Daryl. It ain't no coming back. You'd ate your table.
So
you'd ate your table.
You would not allow a woman who went out there and got with Daryl 1 or 2 times to come back home. Is that what you're saying?
If I know about it,
destroys the relationship.
Yeah.
What about you? I mean, if Daryl went out there and got with,
right, if Daryl was my man and he decided to go with Larissa, well, with me being previously married, I've had infidelity in my marriage and still stayed.
Boom. Okay? So that's where I'm.
So I think that some things that occur in a relationship, especially when you go so far as to be married to someone, forgiveness can keep that relationship going as long as you know how to properly forgive. Never forget, but learn how to forgive. And I felt like when the cheating happened and my husband went and got a Larissa, I was able to forgive him to a point, to a degree. But with that forgiveness, now you have to earn back the trust that has been lost as a result. And if you don't do that, then that's ultimately sometimes a demise of a relationship, of a marriage. It can be irretrievably broken.
They brought chaos into the situation.
Because with the trust being absent of the relationship, yes, you have communication. Now you, from that point forward, have honesty, but now the trust is lacking. I can't trust you further than I can see you. So although you're not lying to me anymore, although you're not cheating anymore, the fact is that I don't trust that it won't happen again.
Right, no doubt. I want to screen share and play that video one more time before we go, just so people can know what we was talking about.
Right.
If they come back in and see it at a later time, or we share a clip of it, we want to go ahead and do that. And if y'all watching this video or y'all watch this video later, like and share it to your friends. And we trying to build this thing up because we want to do something different. So grow with us. Hold on one second. Let me do a quick screen share. and we're gonna watch what this woman says about it. All right. Mute your mic for 1 second, Jay. You heard me?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that's
Why a side piece or whatever might be desirable.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we always push this narrative of men need so much peace. But if that's the case and men need a caveat and a gateway to have peace, then don't think that a spa day will do it for a woman when Big Daryl might do it for her too. We never like to talk about that. What could you do better?
Yeah.
Could I please get some on the side as well? Is all I'm asking.
I know, right?
No.
Facts.
No.
Why would a woman want on the side?
Why would a man want?
We don't think about it. Hold on. We ain't doing it for. We're doing it for what, guys?
It's the
You said
byproduct.
peace to you, and we will do it as well. Like you said, when you said the environment is stressful, you said there's a lot of moving parts, kids,
Yeah.
and there might be a man out there. There is a man out there that don't mind it at all. Like you're new to somebody too. That's the problem. We sit up here and we look at our women. Men look at women like, yeah, you're mine. That's mine. That's my woman.
Yeah.
We can't go nowhere, and we are not to be touched, and we are to be exclusive to just you, while you're able to go out and do whatever you need
We're
to find peace, whatever.
Yeah.
But what you don't understand is there's about 10 lined up. Like, I wish I had a shot. There's 10 in her DMs. That's like, boy, you lucky. And as soon as your man trip up, let me know. I can provide you with peace.
all right, y'all.
That's peace.
So we see what she's talking about, and we see that she's talking about, you know what I'm saying, going out and her find her peace too. Because sometimes the man, as men go, as we go, we'll be very argumentative for no reason. We'll be disturbing the peace for no reason. We won't take care of some things. Like you gave an example of washing the dishes, right? We can come in, we see the dishes over there, and instead of washing them, we just be like, you ain't gonna wash the dishes?
Mm-hmm.
But we could have just washed them and it would have been peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that we got to learn to do as far as relationship go, is do some things that you can do without having to question, because you remember earlier tonight, you said sometimes somebody might have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And before you come and put that on somebody, you don't know what they did.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of day they had. So instead of letting that go like that, just go ahead and take care of what needs to be taken care of. And then they might see that and they might get brighter right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Jay, quick.
Your final thoughts.
I was just about to say your final thoughts. That's crazy. Jay Easy, you got the final thoughts?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I pretty much hit on everything that I wanted to hit on. I mean, from the jump, like I said, you ain't nobody yours. And she was adamant about that. Even the second time, it sounded even worse. The way she was saying it. And Daryl ain't always the greener side of the grass. And just like everything I said, like I stand on.
Before the final thought, let me ask this question. In a peaceful relationship, is that person yours? What y'all say?
Yes. In a peaceful relationship, because you have now unified the relationship to be what it is, you are now one. So I belong to you, you belong to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Jay?
I say yes. Simply because, for the simple fact, y'all brought peace, found peace together. And it's at that moment, yeah. Y'all are each other's, because at that point it ain't going nowhere but up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's peace. And I as well. I think that in a peaceful relationship, yeah, that person would definitely be considered yours, no matter which way we cut it. Yeah, you're gonna claim that, and like she said, yeah, I'm yours, and you mine, or whatever the case was. She was saying about she don't want you talking to nobody. Yeah, because I don't want you giving my piece away to anybody else, or my piece.
Right.
You
My
know what I'm saying?
PIECE or my
Yeah.
PEACE.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that over here.
Right.
You
All
know what
of
I'm
it.
saying? And in particular, the PEACE. We're
Mhm.
gonna keep that right here because somebody could disturb that one or the other way. They can make you even unhappier.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, fine. You said that was your final thoughts. What's your final thoughts? Oh, what's that? Let me get mine.
Go ahead, get yours off.
Get mine off
Get yours
on a
off.
piece. You feel me? Hey, for me, right? I think that the way you define peace in a relationship is to lose your selfishness. Be selfless with the person that you decide to build a strong foundation with, right? When
Mhm.
you decide to have a strong to build, which is that strong foundation, you can grow into whatever you want, but you can't let it be disturbed and you can't let it be chaotic. And any
Mhm.
confusion is going to just distract from that and create cracks. You know what I mean? So instead of building on a 2-inch piece of concrete, might want to build on an 8 or 9-inch piece of concrete so that heavy loads can roll on it and it still won't be disturbed. So I say that's my piece of peace in a
In a
relationship.
relationship.
Yes, peace.
That's peace.
Peace.
Well, my final thoughts on peace in a relationship is that communication always has to be key. It's a pivotal piece of how a relationship can be successful. You have to be able to communicate the good, the bad, the ugly. You have to be able to effectively receive that communication and not get so defensive when you hear someone who's supposed to be bringing you peace give you criticism. Criticism can help you to grow into a better you. You never know that. So
Strength.
communication has to be the main part, the major key component of a peaceful and successful relationship.
And that's peace. Hey, listen, we will be back, and just about every day we're going to be doing something. Throwing a clip at you, doing a pop-up. You see anything from the True Live 2, hit the like button and share it with your friends and help us grow this thing. We want to grow this thing. It's about to be 2024, and we need some more.
There
you
it
know
is.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Whoa, you just said a mouthful.
Yeah, I dig. Yeah, I dig.
I see a t-shirt.
You know, there it is.
There it is.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that profit in your existence of your universe, brother.
Yes.
Bet. Let's do it. I'm about to go do it now. We're gonna get that together. So with that, I say peace.
I say peace, Jay Easy. Thank you
Peace.
for your evening with us, just a chunk of it, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening.
Oh, I'm finna go get in a piece of dessert and find peace on my TV.
Oh my God.
All right.
Bye.
Peace, Jay.
Peace.
Have a good evening. Let me end this.